End of Oak Street was actually pretty fun. I really enjoyed my time with End of Oak Street. It's far from fantastic, but I think it being a dinosaur movie that's not based on an IP, it's not a Jurassic World movie, that focuses both on the survival aspects of a dinosaur world. These are real people. This is a family having to survive in dinosaurs, but also has an added depth to it that really caught me off guard of these characters are going through personal turmoil, whether it be relationship between the husband and wife or relationships between the siblings. I think that aspect of dealing with a terrible catastrophic event while also being like real people with real depth to them really caught me off guard in a way that like really engrossed me in caring when certain things happened. Like Ewan McGregor's character's death really threw me for a loop. It really caught me off guard, and I like actually was like, oh my god, like I cried in this movie. And if you would have told me that I would have cried during this movie, I would have told you were stupid. But like I actually cried during this movie because the acting of the child actors and Anne Hathaway in this movie is just so visceral and emotional during like the reactions. Like Anne Hathaway lashing out at her son, like, did you see what happened to your father? And him going, I did. And then like God, I'm tearing up thinking about it now. It's just so good. Like there was so much to love about that like relationship dynamic while also going through such a terrible event. Now, there was a lot that was very convenient. We didn't really get an explanation as to how any of this happened. I mean, we did. It's wormholes. How these wormholes started or why they started or if they're going to happen again doesn't matter. And I didn't love the time travel aspect of the end of this movie because it does imply that Anne Hathaway let herself and her kids just die in this world or go through all of this hell because she didn't warn them. She did warn a lot of other people, but she didn't warn. We already saw with the other girl whose name I'm blanking on. There can be two versions of this. Like there was another version of her. There was the past version of her and the present version of her at the end of that movie. She could have saved her whole family. She didn't. Don't love that decision. I think it's kind of weird. So there are aspects like that I didn't really enjoy, but the feathered dinosaurs looked really, really cool. The action in this movie was really dynamic. I really, really enjoyed it. Overall, again, I can't blame someone if they don't want to see this movie because of the Gen AI use in the marketing. Absolutely. If you do not want to see this movie, you don't have to. But if you do want to see this movie and you don't care about stuff like that, I do think there is a very, very fun time to be had here.